You can do anything. I genuinely, in the depths of my soul and every fiber and ounce of who I am, I genuinely believe that. And I often have conversations with my friends and some people that I work with. I get to work with a lot of artists, so I have quite a lot of these conversations. And it is so obvious to me sometimes what people's giftings are and what they're good at and what they should pursue. And they sit and they go, I don't know if I can do this and I don't know if I'm good at that. Sometimes I just want to shake them and I'm like, a lot of realizing what you should do is just lifting out of your life your natural curiosity, your existing habits, and where you have the most questions. Because somewhere in that area, you have already, through your own character, been the architect for what you can output. And people tell themselves that they're not creative enough to execute something that they've thought of. Half of the creativity is conceiving it in your mind. Making it exist is a matter of practicality. Sure, you can argue that creativity comes into problem solving and I met this roadblock and I need to overcome it. But people would rather pursue the illusion of safety through guarantees. I'm not arguing that guarantees don't exist, but maybe not to the extent that we hinge our lives and our careers on. And the volatility and the uncertainty of creativity, particularly as a career, is so unnerving to some people. But all you have to do is just audit yourself. My mum, when I was growing up, looked after kids. She was a childminder. And it wasn't until I started working in a creative industry, in the music industry, that I was suddenly aware of all these roles that existed that you're not necessarily taught at school and at the careers fair. They don't set up a little stand for every single role that exists, but also we've innovated in the last decade at a rapid speed. And so what existed and was available to us at school is not the same when you leave school and when you actually are in the job market. So I suddenly would meet people and I'd say, you do what? I didn't even know that was a job. And I started to look at each of the kids' personality traits and their character. And to form your career from your character is a lot more aligned with your calling than doing it for monetary safety. Getting your capital, whatever way you want, and implementing your worldview is a goal. And the way that you do that is up to you. Everybody's appetite for risk is also different. I read a wonderful book called Radical Candor, How to Be a Boss Without Losing Your Humanity. I can't remember the author's name off the top of my head. I read it years ago, but she sort of categorized her teams. She led teams at Google and Apple, and she categorized those teams into three: the rock stars, the superstars, and the megastars. And the rock stars came in, they did their job, and then they went home. Very happy with that. Their ambition was probably more horizontal than it was vertical. The superstars wanted an upward line of ambition and progression, and the megastars were coming for her job as CEO. And it's like the body, not your hand. Imagine if your hand wanted to be an eye and its ambition was to be up here, and it wouldn't function to its full capacity as a hand. And sometimes I think we need to look at ourselves as different parts of one big functioning system, because you can then do your role really, really well. And I am so passionate that within you lies dormant the gateway to a fulfilling career or purpose-filled life if you just follow your curiosity. I followed my curiosity from where I entered the world and the job market by studying real estate at university, and somehow that led me through a lot of different forests or wildernesses or whatever you want to say to the music industry. And I'm still very much on a journey with where I am now, but I don't know where my path will lead me next. But if I follow my curiosity and my own interests, you can genuinely do anything. And you can make a career out of pretty much anything. And I just think it takes radical honesty. So you can do anything you want. You might be the first. The world needs you. We treat limited edition garments. If I told you this jumper was one of one in the world, suddenly you might, if you're a fashion head, hinge a lot of value or place a lot of value on this and think, it's the only one? Wow. No other hoodie is like that. Nothing else matches it. But you are the only you that exists. God or the creator didn't make a limited edition drop of 10 versions of you. You are the only one who exists, which then to me begs the question, what if you are the only one who can execute your idea? Only you can carry out a specific message, a specific design, a specific thought. And this doesn't have to be limited to art. It can be a department within the company that you already work for. It can be a process in your family, a system to preserve or build wealth. You might be year zero of building generational wealth. You know, something has to start with you. And if something starts with you, it probably means something has ended with you, which is a huge transformation process. But we, hopefully, have a number of years on this earth, and you can achieve phenomenal things in your lifetime. But do not underestimate what only you are able to carry out. So be informed by your own desires, your own skills, your own natural ability, because there's only one of you, and there's only one way that something can come to be, and that might be through you.